Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What's up, Joan? Good to see you, Aquarian Sun. Welcome, Michelle. Welcome, Zimmy. What's up? Mystical, hello. And Jasmine, hello to you. Ooh, we got a donation over PayPal already. Thank you very much, MB. I appreciate that donation. I was just looking through my decks and I ran upon a TDM. I have probably 20 TDMs, so it's kind of funny. I ran into a TDM accidentally. I didn't even know it was sitting there, but there it is. But we're not going to use it. We're not going to use it. Reiki, welcome. CV, welcome. Good to see everybody today. It is Hump Day. We're halfway through the week. We got Friday coming up, hopefully sooner than later, because I am ready for the weekend. I got Thursday tomorrow. Bartman, welcome. How you doing? Nikki Lee, hello to you. All right, MB wants to know a little bit about career. And they're like, tell me about this career thing. Where am I going? What is going to happen with my career? How are many beautiful things are going to happen with that? Speaking of beautiful, we're going to use the Ocean Tarot because that's what we do. We use all of the cool tarots. Mama, hello. Good to see you. I mean, we use all the cool tarots on here because, well, why not? Well, we have so many freaking tarots. You might as well use the cool ones. Might as well use the ones that I enjoy, right? You got a selection? That's what I want. Flower. Well, hello to you, lovely. Okay, let's find out about career. We need to type it in first. All right. MB, career. MB, career. There we go. All right. What about the career? Okay, well, what do we got going here? We got the world. Interesting. Things are opening up a little bit. You're kind of, okay, here's the problem with the career. All right, Shmeek, welcome. Good to see you. Temperance Tarot, welcome. Here's the thing with a career. You're not finding what you like. You're not finding the ultimatum, ultimate. You're not finding the ultimate career path. You know, you're kind of confused as for where to go next a lot of times. You're running into a situation where things just aren't going your way or things aren't moving the direction that you need. We're not making the kind of money that we need. We're not getting some of the results that we need to get, even though we seem to be using up a lot of resources and a lot of time to get those results. You do have sort of almost like a little bit of a journey. It seems the journey is a little bit too long and there are many path changes and you're sort of running into issues once you sort of get into that full steam. You're also getting a lot of emotions, a lot of things that you don't want as far as career goes. Andrew, welcome. So we're not getting the pathways that we need. We're not getting the emotions that we need. Sort of the reinforce. When I say emotions, I mean reinforcement, right? You go in, you do a lot of work. You do a great job. And then you get the rewards for it because you went overboard. You went way, way beyond what any normal person would do. And it just feels like you're just sort of dead ending with that. The opportunities just aren't there, running into a little bit of a brick wall many times. You do have a couple of sixes too. I mean, CV, thank you for your donation. Since we got the numerology up here, let's look at sixes while we're here. Sixes do cover a couple of things. You got a couple of sixes here. You're looking at higher ground commitment, harmony. You do have a 6 here and a 6 here separated by a 4, which I think is kind of an interesting, but you are looking at the sun. You're looking at things being revealed, things being opened up is where you kind of need to be in some of these things. The world says that opportunities are going to be opened up a little bit more than what they are now. Aquarian Sunrise, thank you for your donation. So if you are looking for that break, you could have it coming up in the future. It's just a matter of having some patience here. A little bit of the strength card in here. Having harmony means going forth with what we know works and waiting for the result. And I think that's where you're at this point. So keep on the pathway, keep going, and wait for the opportunities to open a little bit, wait for the sun to come out, because I do think there are better things happening in the future. But it does sort of, the tarot does kind of recognize that you've been doing this for a while, not making the grades that we need to, not making the emotional resonance that we need to a lot of times. And that's just sort of a dead end a lot of times. Anyway, MB, it looks rough sometimes, but just continue on the path, and I think we will get where we need to be at the end of the day for your career. CV, I need a raise. It's now a good time to ask. I mean, every day is a great time to ask for a raise because, you know, you'll be like, hey, I've been working here a while. I need more money. Okay. I mean, you know, we need more. See, they're pointing. They're like, give me more. Give me more. I need more of a raise. I need more of a raise. And a lot of us are in that mode, is what I'm saying. Reiki, yeah, they came along today at 9 o'clock and they sprayed everything, and the ants have gone away, hopefully permanently, because I'm ready for the uncles at this point. The ants are just working my nerves. So there are no more ants in this place that I can find. He thoroughly soaked down the place where the ants were coming in. He got his little sprayer, right? And it was between the stove and the wall, basically. Anyway, so he went between the stove and the wall, and there's like a crack in the a crack kind of there, and I think that's where they're coming in. Anyway, he like just hosed it down for like a solid like 20 seconds. He'd like whoosh. So it had to be a release like about 7 gallons of poison back there where they were coming in. So I think they're kind of screwed at this point. I mean, you know, hey, you gotta love a good exterminator, and I think they did a good job. But he just sitting there just talking to me, just chatting it up. He's just pressing that button. I'm like, Jesus, dude, you really don't like them ants. All right, anyway, you know, hashtag not all ants, you know, not all ants. I mean, there's some kind, gentle, beautiful ants in there. They're kind, beautiful, gentle uncles as well. But these ants were biting my ass when I was sleeping. So we got to do something about that. Ain't nobody got time for being bit while you're sleeping by some ants. Anyway, let's find out what is going on. I mean, you know, nobody likes bugs. Well, maybe an entomologist, but nobody else likes bugs. Anyway, but the exterminator, I mean, hey, he did a nice job. So I paid him in cash so he wouldn't have to pay taxes on it, you know? I'm just saying, I know how to make the businesses, I know how I'm friendly with the local businesses. Anyway, all right, we need a race. Can we ask today, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands? It's time. I mean, it is time. We're going with a thumbs up over here. It's time to ask. I like this. I think, what happened with the thumbs up? The thumbs up just glitched. I don't know what happened. It's time to ask is what I'm saying, right? You got the Sun. This is the opportunity. This is the time. This is the place where the sun is coming out. It's warming up. The ants are coming out from out of the cracks in the wall or wherever they were coming in. The sun says that it is sort of shining upon you. This is the opportune time to do it. Knight of Cups says you need to go in with the proper attitude, though. You know, you got to go. You can't go in and be like, "Yo, I need a raise." I don't think that works for anybody. You got to go in. And you got to say, look, I've been here till like 8 o'clock at night, every freaking night for the past 4 months. I have done stuff that other people should be doing. I have done the work of 3 people at this point. I think it's time for more cash. I think it's time for you to fork out some more cash, the Nine of Cups. I've been doing this. Here's the evidence that I have that I deserve it. And you know, what's next? Give me some cash. Give me that fat. If I had the money, I need to redo the money trick. If I had the money trick, I'd show you a good trick. But, you know, laziness. Anyway, the Knight of Cups has come in with a little romantic attitude. Be like, hey, I've been doing this. It's time for some reward. King of Wands is the fiery aspect that you need right now. And I would use that fire and I would light it up because it is definitely time to take that command, take that king stance and just say, hey, I mean, I've been a good person and I need me some more money. And they'll be like, sure, let me give you some more money right now. Maybe that would be great if they did. If they did come back, you know, I mean, come back and let me know. Be like, hey, they just forked out money immediately. It was great. Anyway, a little love forecast. Aquarian, we all love you. Hopefully everybody else loves you as well. Let's find out about the love. We're going with a modern love tarot. Do we have the camera? Do we have the camera up? It's kind of, I started early. No, the camera's pointed towards my back of my head. I don't think that works. I don't think anybody wants to see the back of my head. Oh man, insert joke here, but okay, all right. There we go. All right, we are going to use this tarot right here. It is everyone's favorite, the modern love tarot, because we need to find out about Aquarian Sun Rises love. We need to get a forecast up in here, get some action as far as that goes. Yeah, let's see what is going to happen there. Okay, is that correctly angled? Yes, it is. King of Wands looks tough. I mean, you know, you got to be, if you see creatures, they don't mess around. I mean, look at the lobster. Lobster's got the big pinchers, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that thing next to your nose. You don't want that thing next to your nose. The lobster doesn't mess around. All right, I mean, sea creatures, they don't play. Shark will like bite your leg off in one shot. Like he'd chew your leg off faster than you can say, ouch. You know, I'm just saying, there's some land creatures like that, but the sea creatures, they don't play. Anyway, okay, let's get a little love forecast for you. Hierophant, Death, Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a great start. It is a beautiful start to any love reading. Everybody loves a little bit of a Knight of Cups there. Mr. Romance themselves coming in through there. More of a family man in this particular deck. I do think you're going to run into a little bit of a family man. It's what I think. You're going to run into a little bit of a family situation. Somebody already has a family. Somebody already has sort of some has a substantial kind of thing going, has everything kind of just worked up, finished up. Queen Famous, what's going on? But I do think you're running into somebody that already has this structure. And I think that's kind of a nice thing. It's good that somebody has that maturity level. Somebody understands what a family is. Somebody understands responsibility. Somebody that sort of get in there and, you know, and just make it happen without having to be begged or annoyed, or somebody has a job at a car. I mean, all of this stuff is just a positive. Queenie, thank you for your donation. The Hierophant says they're ready to get serious too. I mean, I just think we're running into a family man ready to get serious and ready to sort of jump into anything, trying to figure out what is going on with this. Death said they are ready for a change. I think they've been running into dead ends. I think they've been running into people that are wasting their freaking time. Death says, I'm ready for alteration. I'm ready to fix something. I'm ready for a substantial relationship this time instead of just something fun and entertaining, what have you. And the Page of Wands. Now, I'll be honest here. They are hesitant about getting into something. It doesn't mean they don't want something substantial. It just means they're hesitant, a little bit of gun shy into getting something that's going to be full steam very quickly. So you are looking at a little bit of a too cautious individual when it comes around and be like, well, this is not something I really want to get into now, but I guess if I have to, or are we sort of warming up or what have you? So there we go. A little bit of caution, good, stable person overall, makes pretty good money. I think it just looks like a good situation. I like it. I think we get some love balloons for this. We get a little love balloons for this. It's too early for love balloons, but hey, we're going to do it anyway because we are a rebel without a cause on this stream is what I'm saying. You got an update from the last reading about the job I started. You were right. Second day, they told me I'd be hired full-time. Queenie, that's what I'm talking about. Queenie, thank you for the kind words. I greatly appreciate that. I love it when I'm occasionally right. There we go. There we go. It makes me keep coming back, Anyway, I'm very glad that you had a good job thing going on and everything was going well with that. All right. Well, let's get the new situation. Let's find out. Let us find out. Why hasn't Avery reached out? You're still blocked? Man, we're going to keep using this one. We are going to keep using this one because this is the prettiest death card here. I mean, the death card's a beautiful one. This whole deck is just amazing. I don't know what the communication was between the artist and the, and her, but it just made it beautiful. Everything in here is so nicely well laid out, so nicely done. I love every part of it. Anyway, Queenie wants to know. Man, we need to find out about Avery. You're still blocked. They're still having some issues. What's going to go on here? Wheel of Fortune, Devil, and the Four of Cups. It's just not something they want to engage in right now. Now, I'm not going to write this off entirely. But it's just something they just don't want to deal with right now. The Wheel of Fortune, they're stuck in their own patterns. And this happens a lot of time to people. They just get stuck doing what they do on a daily basis. They're afraid of change. They're hesitant to do anything that is actually going to be substantial, going to be decent, because it is a big change. It's not something they're willing to do. The Devil, right? I'm just not willing to do some things that just alter what I do on a day-to-day basis. Not willing to do some things that are a little bit risky, some things that get me out of my comfort zone. I'm just going to close my eyes and put my hands over my eyes and hope that everything goes better. Hope everything goes well because I'm closed off to stuff. The Wheel of Fortune, what goes around comes around. They will be back. Right? They will be back. You just have to have patience with this. You are still blocked. They will be back with this. Basically, Avery is just not wanting to deal with it right now. They stuck their head in the sand, and that's where it stays for now. The Devil is very non-confrontational. I just don't want to get outside my comfort zone. I don't want to get into this. They have that sort of that whip there going. They're just like, I'm just going to do what I always do. I'm not really going to reach out much and what have you. But, that's the way it goes sometimes. The Four of Cups, I think eventually they get into the mode that, hey, I need to understand the repercussions of what's happened. I need to understand what else is possible. I need to reach out and get something else going on, right? Because we're running into just boredom at this point. We're running into stagnation. It doesn't feel like a lot of things are happening. The Four of Cups, everybody's having fun, but we're at the party. We're not having any fun. So I think that's the point where they reach back out to you. But you just got to give it time. You got to let them be, on their own. A little bit of that. Yeah, Patricia, thank you for your donation. Getting a nursing program. Very nice indeed. Ooh, that sounds very fun. All right. What kind of nursing activities can we do? Well, that sounds bad. You know what I'm saying. What kind of nursing things? Brina, I do not have Cash Apps. Anything for a question? A link in the description for PayPal if you want to do that, or you can super chat over there. Brina, we do whatever, Brina, we just kind of rock it. We do however you'd like to do it. I don't have Cash App because it is part of Square, isn't it? Isn't Cash App part of Square? So Square doesn't want me around because I sell tarot cards. True story. So Square doesn't like me because I sell those evil tarot cards. Now, I don't know what Sarah Square's thinking. There are no tarot cards here. There are no tarot cards here. This is free of tarot cards. These are all just pictures. These are all collections of pictures. It's like a comic book, right? So they're all just collections of pictures. There's no tarot cards here. Sheena, I did miss you. Let me know what your questions were. I will get you right now. But I'm just saying there are no tarot cards here, Square. So you can unban me. I did write them, and I said, hey, Amazon sells tarot cards, and my bookstore down the street sells tarot cards, but why can't I sell tarot cards online? Etsy let me sell tarot cards. PayPal's okay with me selling tarot cards. But you, however, Square, you, Anyway, so, enough of that rant. Let's get... So that's, long story. Why don't you accept Cash App? Well, there we go. Because it's occult materials. Anyway, Sheila, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Sheena, I got your question in the queue. Thank you so much. All right, enough of that rant. Back to the readings we will go. Will it be accepted to a nursing program? To a nursing program. We can use the Tarot in Wonderland for this. I like it. I like it. Sheila, I thought I answered you. I didn't answer you? I thought I answered you. I thought so. Anyway, you need something like that for all my decks. Alette, link in the description down there for how to make that. How to make the Tarot Tower. I make it for you, and I show you all the specifications. You can make it for $20, Alette, $20. If you got $20 laying around, you can make one. Page of Cups. You have a 5 of Pentacles and a 4 of Cups. Looking in the nursing program, I do think that you will be accepted. The Page of Cups has an outlet. The Page of Cups has sort of an isolation here. I think it's going to be a little bit different than what you're thinking it will be, but I do think that you will get accepted, right? I think that the sort of the door you're trying to go in for the nursing program is not the door you're going to end up in, but you are dragged away. I think you are guided into a direction where you can get into the program. Nerds Bane, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. And overall, 4 of Cups says you're kind of ready for this. You're ready for it. A lot of negative cards here. But you're being led to something a little bit different. So it's almost like the way that we're presenting it, the type of thing we're doing, the trio that we're trying to make doesn't work, but we're getting guided into another direction. It's almost like that we're not quite committed or we're not quite ready for this. But I think overall it works out at the end. Some negative cards with a good spin on it, mainly because of being dragged into that direction, and mainly because of the isolation over here. I kind of like both of them for getting into the program. It's just a matter of it being a little bit different than what you may think it is. Anyway, Sheena, thank you for your other donation. Nerds Bane. Cards, we need to do Sheena first. All right, we got Sheena over here. All right, will me and my boyfriend's relationship work out? Oh my. Let's find out if your boyfriend is going to make a relationship for you. Anyway, let's see. We're not going to use this deck. We're going to use a little Ciro Marchetti. We're going to warm it up tonight. Warm it up with the Gilded Tarot Royale, because that's what you kind of need in life. More Gilded and more Royale and a lot more tarot, right? Square, right? Square. We need a lot more tarot. We need a lot more tarot, not less tarot. Anyway, the Exterminator always comments on the number of tarot cards that I have in my possession. They always comment. I got to tell them that. I got to give them credit. They always say, oh my, you have a lot of tarot decks. And I'm like, yes, I do. Jade, welcome. Good to see you as always. There we go. All right, man, Sheena, looking for a relationship, working out, looking for things to be okay. Oh man, the summer is, okay, here's what happens. The summer is like your pinnacle, of the relationship. I'm just saying. The summer is the pinnacle relationship. It's one of those, the summer of 2022, the summer of 69, whatever. You have the ability to hit basically the high point in this relationship is going to happen during the summer. The sun. The star being upside down, it says we're building to this. We're not necessarily guided to it. We sort of run into it. We sort of bump into these possibilities, bump into the high point of the relationship. And I think at the end of the day, the summer is the best times that we have. So Sheena, would absolutely enjoy the summertime. Make it very memorable. Take lots of pictures and all of that other good stuff. Because after that, it starts going downhill. We start getting a little bit of a downhill. Nerds Bane, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate your second donation there. But I'm just saying that Two of Wands, it feels like our dominion is no longer in progress. Our dominion is no longer there. Our command of the dominion is sort of challenged indeed. So, I would enjoy it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. Live in the moment, have fun, and make the best shot that you can. Anyway, I think as life, that's what you got to do. All right, Jay's got a double shot, it sounds like. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're loving this. Well, that's good. I came across your Lenormand videos. I found out you do live readings. Been trying to catch you all week. Oh, my. Alette, welcome to the show. I appreciate you being here. Look at you.
Hooray!
Alette, everybody welcome Alette. Alette sounds like they went through the Lenormand course. They're a big fan. They're having fun. They're coming in here. They're getting all of the good stuff up in here. So welcome, Alette. It is good to see you. It is good to have you on the channel. I mean, Alette, if you're not subscribed and stuff too, I mean, I am a YouTuber, I'm going to beg you for some subs, but if you're not subscribed, Alette, you're missing the new videos. You're missing the unboxings. You're missing all of the tarot 4K flip throughs. You're missing the tarot news. You're missing decks that I talk about that nobody else talks about, that I have that nobody else has. And you have to be subbed to get all of that good stuff. But good news, it's all free. Nerds Bane is up next. Nerds Bane wants to know something. They want to know, cards on Gemini, friend is missing in action. Is he overworked? Is he ignoring everybody? Or is it ADHD getting minimum management? What's going on? Are they not taking their drugs? Are they not taking them drugs? Are they not on, what is it, Adderall? Yeah, that's it. Okay, yeah, I know somebody on Adderall. Anyway, are they not on the Adderall? Have they not taken it in a while? Have they been taking too much of that CBD oil, Have they been taking too much CBD oil? And they haven't been taking Adderall, and they're just like, oh my, I'm feeling kind of sleepy. All right, what's going on with them? MIA, Wheel of Fortune. They found a new pattern. They found new hobbies. They found new things to do, new places to go, new places to be, and it is exciting. They are doing something new with that. Well, I wouldn't say it's exciting. The Seven of Swords. They are sort of being succumbed to with that ADHD. They are being succumbed to with the ADHD. The way it is. Seven of Swords. You have to go back, return. We're going forward into the rain cloud, Nerds Bane. Jay, thank you for your double donation. If I already didn't say thank you, I greatly appreciate you. They are going into this storm cloud. They're going back in. The Seven of Swords, I'm returning in. I'm sneaking back into it. So it is succumbing. They are succumbing to it a little bit. Feels like it, right? But the Wheel of Fortune, they've come to a new normal of this. And they're trying to sort of get out of the comfort zone, get something a little bit different, get that done. The Moon and the Devil. It seems like that they try, okay, way out on a limb here. This is one of those way, way, way out on a limb. Let me tell you the story of what I see based upon the cards and intuition combo. I think that this individual tried really hard at something, and they failed. They didn't just fail, they went down a cliff at 70 miles per hour. And they got to the bottom of the cliff with just like, oh my God, that was terrible. And I don't think that they're happy, and I don't think that they're doing very good as far as sort of emotionally is concerned right now. You got the moon and the devil. It feels like that I did get back onto something. I did fail at something. I did try. I tried. Could be a relationship. Could be some, I don't know. But it just feels like this sort of the failure. And they're just sort of wanting to be alone. They want to be isolated right now. And it's just not, I mean, you know, it's just not something that they wanted to do. This could be work involved too. You are looking at maybe overwork. You could have that with a little bit of Seven of Swords, but you are looking here at them moving into the rain cloud. Everything's sort of hazy. They're not really, you know, they're not really in that mode of getting in contact with everybody that they know. Wheel of Fortune said they're going to be there a little bit, but the good news is that the devil doesn't last very long. The devil's not just a permanent situation. This is something where they get a little bit better over time, and I think that they will come back. They will come back. Anyway, you always catch the lives. I am a teddy bear. Well, I appreciate you being a teddy bear. If I could snuggle you, I would, teddy bear. I mean, I would.
I love you.
All right, let's find out. We got Sheena. We did Sheena. Patricia B. We got nursing program. All right, let's go to PayPal. We got the Jade double shot tonight. Jay's not playing tonight. Let's see. It would be good for my family to buy that house. Was that for yesterday? That was yesterday, wasn't it? March 16th. March 16th. Should have put an offer on that house. Would be good for my family to buy. Buying this house would be good for my family with the thought. Would be good for my family to buy this house. Jade, sure. Let's do that and find out. The house, yes, just already sold in this morning. The market in North Carolina is crazy. Market everywhere is crazy right now. I need to sell my freaking house. I need to sell my house and make some fat cash. And I could, I don't know. What could I do with the fat cash? I could stare at the fat cash. I could invest it. Let's see. My family buy that house. Okay. Good for family to buy house. Okay. So the house, let me get this straight. The house that you were looking at, the one with the roof and the water heater dying in 2 years is already sold. Jesus. Okay. All right. So we're now looking at a new house that's a different house. Okay. I got you. All right. Straight to the thought we go. Straight to the thought we go. We don't play around on this channel. We go right to the thought because the thought tells the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. That the thought is kind of brutal in that direction. It's like, you know, Jamie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank everyone for your very generous donations tonight. I greatly appreciate y'all. All right, man. I'm from the South, by the way. That's what we literally say that. I mean, you go anywhere. We appreciate y'all. You know, when you're leaving a restaurant or something, be like, we appreciate y'all. So, but they say it's all one syllable, right? It's all one syllable. We appreciate y'all. So yeah, it's not like separate words or syllables or anything. Anyway, you know, I guess. You know, maybe I don't belong in the South after all. I've been here my whole life. When I lived in Sweden for a little bit, they did like my accent. I mean, I'm just telling you now, a lot of people are like, you got a Texan drawl or what? I mean, Andrew probably got the same thing. You got a Texan drawl. And anyway, when I went to Sweden, they loved it. They were like, what is that accent? That is wild accent. I really like that accent. I'm like, really? Everybody hates it where I'm from. I need to live here. Anyway, all right. New house, new opportunity. How's it going to look? Will it be good for the family? Will it be decent to pick up this house? Oh my, that's weird. Oh, Jade, that's weird. We had this in your last reading, didn't we? Didn't we, Jade? Rewind. Jade, we rewind. We had this in your last reading, didn't we? I got to go look. So your reading was yesterday. Let me flip through it and let me find Jade's reading. We got Myra, we got Queen of Coins, we got Samantha, we got Angelina. Sorry, I'm being kind of lazy today, but it's a slow night, so I'm going to use this time to do silly things because that's what I do. That's what I kind of do. Jade, I'm still looking for the reading. I don't know. You had this. My memory's pretty good. I'm clicking around. I got like a gazillion readings last night. Jade, wait. I found it, Jade. I found it. It is at the very end at an hour and a half. The house. Oh, it is. Hold on. Let me share this on the thing. You had this in the third position. Go to last night, an hour and 25 minutes. You had this in the third position, but tonight you have it in the second position. Ooh, that is interesting indeed. Jade, I mean, we're back. We are back to the future. CV, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Jimmy Lee, thank you for your donation. Okay. You had this in the third position last night, but tonight's in the second position. And I just shuffled the deck. You saw me. I draw from random locations. You saw, I mean, you don't have to trust me. You can go at an hour, 25 minutes. Last night's stream. I just found it. Anyway, what does that mean? Is this going to be good for our family? Structurally, stability-wise, yes. Stability-wise, structurally, good place to live. You're looking at a lot of infrastructure with this house. In other words, there's a lot of things around there that you're going to want to participate in, a lot of things that you're going to want to be around, a lot of things that you're going to enjoy. In other words, you enjoy coming home. Which, I mean, normally people enjoy coming home, obviously, but I'm saying like you really, really enjoy the opportunities, the thing that you're getting, and sort of the things that we have around us. Overall, you just like the community, you like the structure, you like where everything is. The Hierophant is really, really powerful in that regard. But you're upset about something. Last night, you were upset about something. It was the roof. It was the water heater dying in 2 years. I mean, whoever bought it, you may want to just, go by and leave them a note. Say, look, Tarot Oracle said you need to inspect that damn roof a little faster than the 1 hour that you closed on this house, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I mean, that'd be funny, They write you back. They go, how did you know? So it's something else that we are upset about. Why are we upset about emotion? This is not where you want to be, is it? I mean, this is where you're not where you want to be. This combo here, you're a shitting light that's not advantageous. The flow is not going. This is not the location that ideally you want. It's like a second place, third place. It's just not the ideal situation that you want it to be in, which is counterintuitive because over here you're looking at a great situation. Maybe it's just something where I have to be there, I have to live there, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I kind of see that makes more sense now, but just from an outside perspective, there's something going on there. Or thank you for your donation. Outside perspective, it's sort of tainting something over here. Overall, I think this is just not the place that you want to be. It's not the place that you want to be. Ideally, if you just had the choice, if you had everything to be solid with that. All right. Overall, you're looking at too much worry, too much concern about this house. Overall, I'm just going to say that this is not ideal for you. Even though that we have evidence to the contrary, over here, I'm going to say just overall, we just don't have the opportunity at this house ultimately that we want, or the place, this house is not going to be the ideal situation that you want. So you're looking at, is this going to be sufficient? Is this going to be nice? Is this going to be something great where I can really enjoy myself and what have you? It just doesn't feel like this is the best place to be. I mean, again, any house can be sufficient. I mean, realistically, it's the land that you're kind of investing into, to be honest with you. But any house is sufficient, but it just feels like there's something here that you just don't want to deal with. I think that's the bottom line. There's something here I don't want to deal with. Can we buy the house and deal with it? Absolutely. But there's something there we just don't want to deal with ultimately. But if you can get a different house in the same location, though, it almost like fixes a lot of stuff with that situation. Mama, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm just saying it almost fixes that situation a little bit. And I think that's maybe where you want to be. All right, question 2. How much do I have to raise the offer to win with the thought? All right, good for the family to buy the house. Raising offer. All right, let's see. Raising offer. How much do I need to raise the offer? I mean, intuitively, the first thing, Jade, maybe buy T.O.'s house. I mean, maybe. No, the first thing that intuitively comes to mind here is we need to use percentile. We need to use percentile, not an exact dollar amount. And that's the first thing that came to me. All right, you saw me shuffle it. I'm going to shuffle it again because some people are like, aren't you? Somebody wrote me the other day. No, it was like a month ago. They're like, you're a card magician and you like have cards flip out. You have the same cards over and over. You could theoretically do that, couldn't you? I mean, are you doing? I'm like, dude, do I look that bored in my lifetime that I'm like, no. I mean, I could, but would I? No, that's just, I mean, why? What's the advantage? What is the advantage? Anyway, okay. How much are we going to have to raise the offer to do that? First card says yes. Basically, a little bit of the fiery aspect there. Thumbs up. You are going to have to raise the offer. And I think you already knew that, so it's kind of a waste of time, but I'm just saying the fiery aspect being we do have to take this at a to-do standpoint, not something we can just sort of relax and sit around and then be like, nah, nobody's bidding against us, so screw it, whatever. So how much do you have to raise the offer to win? We're looking at a percentile here. It's not going to be a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be a little bit. Reason I say that is because you have a torus field and the seed pods that are repopulating the earth. There's a lot of seed pods and there is a torus. Maybe I'm a little bit stubborn over here. Maybe I hear that Jade's family raised the offer by 5%. Maybe I'm going to go raise the offer by another 2% or so, or what have you. So it does feel like that the offer needs to be raised a little bit more than maybe you are comfortable with. And I say comfortable with because we do have a little bit of maybe I'm going to have to come back. Maybe I have to come back a little bit with this 7 return. Maybe I'm going to have to continue offer, counter offer. This is getting repetitive. Not something I really wanted to get engaged in. Screw this kind of thing. You do have this opportunity with that. You do have a peace card at the end. In other words, I think that you can get it. So that doesn't answer your question. You want to know how much you have to raise the offer amount to win. So let's do it. Let's do it as a percentage of the money that you offered. In other words, the house is selling for $5, right? So the percentage I'm about to name is not the percentage of the total house sales price, but it is the percentage of the offer. So you get the offer and you want to slice a percent off of that, and that is the amount you want to add to it. All right. So what is the offer? What are you sort of going in? You do have a 7, you do have a 2, and you do have sort of the seed pod. So a little more than you expect, a little more than what's going on. I think you have to raise it. You have to raise it by 2.5%. 2.5%. So that is a long story short. You're going to have to raise it by 2.5%. But it feels like that the competitiveness is going to come bite you in the end. It feels like the competitiveness is going to come bite you in the end. And they're going to come back with a counter. So I'm just saying, you got to be prepared for that. All right. So, okay. I mean, bonus question that you didn't ask, but I'm going to read anyway. I want to know, is this the house? Is this the house? Is this the house that you want, or is it a different house that you want? Ideally. I think, again, you didn't ask this question, I did, because I want to kind of see. I'm curious. You said it's competitive. Is there a better house in the sidelines that you can get? Is there a better house out there? I think that there is. Now, obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never, ever, ever do real estate based upon some random dude on YouTube reading cards. But I think there's a better house. You'd have a reward for work, something that is newer, something that is slightly newer than what you're looking at, something that has a new smell to it. Not necessarily brand new, but has a newer thing to it. The 3. the creation, the birth, right? You have the two. You have balance, you have choices, you have sort of the snake eating itself. So there are better choices. That is a newer place that you can get that overall would be better for you. Again, you didn't ask that question, but I wanted to know from the tarot, is there something placed better, what have you? Again, entertainment purposes only. Real estate is very expensive. Don't rely on me for buying a house. I mean, absolutely never. Anyway, Nerds Bang. Question about current energies. What can I do to turn the energy up? You have to watch the Tarot Oracle Show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
A tarot with a lot of light. All right, let's find out. What can I do about these energies? What can I do to crank that energy up other than watch the Tarot Oracle Show? You want light? You want light? We're not playing around anymore. You want light? We are going to get this right here. Lots and lots of beautiful, beautiful light going on in here. I like it. I like it. Christina, speaking of things I like, or people I like, things I people I like. Christina, welcome. How are you doing? Grateful Goddess joined us too. Grateful Goddess, it is good to see you. All right, let's look. See, a bonus question that nobody asked. It's like I'm the only person that thinks stuff up like that, you know? Because I want to know. Because we had this weird situation where it's like you're on this house, you're in a bidding war, you're ready to get it. And so I'm thinking to myself, is this something that you want to be in? Is something you want to be involved in or what have you? So I just wanted to know. Anyway, lots of light here. Of course, the cards I get aren't light, but, you know, I tried. We're in with the kitten chops, by the way. The Grateful Heart Tarot is here. Speaking of Grateful Goddess, we got the Grateful Heart Tarot. Okay. All right. What can I do to crank up this energy? The moon. Man, it is about passion, ain't it? I think that's it with everything, because I come on the stream and I am like just freaking excited about everything, right? I mean, I'm like, you know, before the stream, I'm like, oh man, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm kind of worn out today. And then I get on stream and I get like all hyped. That's it with the moon. You got to find the things that are passionate for you. I think chasing things that you ain't passionate about just ain't working for you. You have to find the things that are passionate. Get the moon, get the passion out there, because the moon is about taking that risk, taking that new adventure, taking things out there that are going to be something fun and exceptional for you to be excited about. Because without the emotion, you're just not here. Like if I didn't love tarot, if I didn't love my audience, I wouldn't be here. I'd be doing something else, right? But I do love tarot, and I do love, and so my passion just sort of comes through. People love, I love your energy because I'm having fun, right? And this is fun for me. Anyway, the moon says you need to have that passion. That is going to get you the energy out. You don't have to pump yourself up. You just let your emotions do it for you. You let your excitement, you let your enthusiasm for stuff do it for you. The Four of Swords. I think this is a process of you just sort of waiting around for the energy. You got to go get the energy. The energy is not going to come to you. You got to go get it. KD, welcome. Speaking of energy, KD, welcome. Crystal Carrier, welcome for you as well. The Four of Swords says you can't sit around. You can't wait for the energy to come up. You got to go chase it, right? This is not something you delay it. It's sort of like the Page of Swords is pointing to you. It's like, why are you sitting there? Why are you laying down? You got to get up. You got to go for it. You got to make that happen, because ain't nobody going to do it for you. So, you know what I'm saying? KD's not going to come over and go, Nerds Bane, it's time for the excitement. It just ain't going to happen. Page of Swords, though, they're pointing to that. They're also pointing to the plane. I think that's interesting, pointing right to that plane. You need to get on. You need to make it. You need to just do something on a daily basis. You need to just make it happen, because a lot of times I don't want to draw, or I don't want to make a tarot card. I don't want to come do a stream, but I come in and I'll do all that stuff anyway. You got to go through the emotions until your brain kind of goes, okay, we're doing this, like it or not. You know, it's time to draw. It's time to sketch. It's time to make a painting or whatever you're going to do. Ace of Swords says overall, finding people to support you is the big key. Finding people to support you is the key, because I get tired of playing board games sometimes. I get burned out of tarot, but I have an audience with tarot. I have a Facebook groups with board games, and it excites me. And I watch these videos. I watch these Facebook groups, and it is just like I'm getting all excited about it because I have other people to pump me up. It's like a workout buddy, right? You're going to pump some weights. You need a workout buddy, somebody that calls you. Go, Nerdsbane, where the hell are you? I'm sitting here. I mean, I'm dressed at the gym. You didn't come. And you're like, oh, crap. I'm sorry. I'll be there in 5 minutes, right? You need that workout buddy because without them, without that support structure, without that infrastructure of other people propping you up, making you responsible, making you get up and do this stuff, you are not going to do squat. So you need a workout buddy, a painting buddy, a work buddy, whatever you need one of those. And that is going to make you responsible. It's like when you go on a diet, right? Why do I have this deck? Why do I have this card? Why is this card here? No, I need to get rid of that card. But so, right? It's one of those things. When you're on a diet, you start posting what you eat on one of these web pages, and then you invite a couple of people to watch what you eat, and you got to be honest with it, though. But now all of a sudden, when you have that Kit Kat bar and you post it on the site and everybody's looking at it, you're like, I shouldn't have had that Kit Kat bar because everybody's gonna be making fun of me now. So that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So a diet buddy, workout buddy, you need someone there that is going to assist you as well. What card is that? I don't know. It came with the deck. I don't know who cares. I'm going to throw it away. Anyway, I'm going to put it back in the box. We got Jamie Lee. Does Kay want to reconcile with me? Does Kay want a little bit more action? Because it is about the action, my friends. It is all about the action. Do I have the book for this stupid thing? No. I don't have the book for this stupid deck. Okay. Anyway, this is the Wildland. I don't know what the hell it is. It's a deck. It's an animal deck. Whatever the deck was, this is what it is. I have no idea. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, I found it. This is the Northern Animal Tarot. There we go. Northern Animal Tarot. In case you're coming later, Northern Animal Tarot. With LaForge getting captured, things to make me go. Oh, those guys that acted dumb. Yeah, I remember that one. I like that one. LaForge got captured a lot. LaForge was like as bad as the doctor in Stargate Atlantis. You remember the doctor that got captured like every single freaking episode? Somebody kidnapped her. It's like, Jesus. I mean, like, stop sending her out on the missions. You know what I mean? She got kidnapped every other episode, she got kidnapped. Stop sending her off world. I mean, the same thing with LaForge. Stop sending him. He got captured and they used his visor to see the code and then they attacked the Enterprise. Then he got captured again. And LaForge just stop sending him out. Send somebody else. Send an intern. KD, thank you for your donation. Okay, all right. Let's find out. Did humans come to Earth forged Cosmo beings? I mean, according to Stargate, humans were spread out across the galaxy. Humans were kidnapped from Earth. They were spread out across the galaxy. I mean, that was Stargate. I mean, I believe everything I see on TV. All right. Anyway, back to the race. Northern Animal Tarot. Does Kay want to reconcile with me? You have the 2. You have another 2. And you have a 9. You have a 9. Oh, both 2s, really? Both 2s, really? Yes, they want to reconcile with you. In fact, I'm telling you, they want to reconcile with you in September. All right, it's September. I think actually they want to reconcile with you in September. So yes, that's a thumbs up, and that is a date, right? You have a little bit of a 9 coming through here, and all of this other stuff. Wow, man, major generous donations tonight. Thank you all for Oh, wait a minute, you wanted it. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm gonna have to decline that request. You sent me a very generous donation, but you asked me for the money instead of giving me the money. So, wrong button, I guess. Anyway. Okay, you have a couple of 2s here. It is about decision making at this point, right? I think Kay wants to reconcile with you around September. You're going to be able to do that if you really want to. You are going to have another kind of a potential relationship or something in September that's kind of make it awkward. Just saying, a little bit on the awkward side, but if you're willing to do it, then I think that works. But overall, yes. Myra, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. General love. We can do a general love for you because I love you, CV. Sunshiny day. Oh my God, it's been a minute. Sunshiny day. How has your day been? Hopefully it is sunshiny. You got another job security issue. Oh my. Let me find out. All right, well, staying with the same section. Sunshiny day, just come work for me. Just come work. Sunshiny day, I need somebody to like organize my tarot tower and all that other stuff. I mean, sunshiny day, I'll pay you good. I'll pay you good. CV. Anyway, general love reading. Let's get it done. NC, thank you for your donation. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, and love itself. I like it. I mean, if you're looking for love, I think we're in for that. Not only do you have the small hint of an Ace of Cups, a small hint of an Ace of Cups, you have the larger hint of a Two of Cups, otherwise known as the Lord of Love. So yes, I do think that you are in for some action. You are in for some good stuff. Double water sign. I think you are looking at a water sign coming in for that. King of Cups with a Wheel of Fortune. I mean, you know, CV. I mean, you are looking at a situation that is not ideal, but it is very emotional for you. In fact, I think you're almost like addicted to this individual. You're like just straight up addicted to them. And they're not so much to you, but you are to them. So you do have to sort of come at it a little bit more casual, a little bit more kind of, you know, let's see where it goes kind of thing instead of leaping all in. Because I think leaping all in overall is not going to work in this relationship for you, but I think that there are a lot of strong possibilities and a lot of good stuff happening here. Just a matter of getting used to this individual and pulling yourself back a little bit with the enthusiasm and with the excitement of that. So I think the general love is there for you. You know, there you go. There you go. There you go. So if you're looking for Alex and you to get excited, Alex and you to get full steam on that, I think there are some opportunities there. Anyway, all right, let's see. We're going with RRD's current feelings for me. We needed a D question tonight. Now we have it. Now we have the D question of the night. I like it. Tarot oppositions? Maybe. I think it'd be okay. Tarot. By the way, I'm showing all the decks that I'm using because somebody the other day said, hey, where are the names of all of these fancy decks that you're using? I like it, but I don't see it. Neve, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, man, let's see. RR. What are D's current feelings? What's going on with D? What kind of D action can we get? Six of Wands? Okay, Ace and an Emperor. I mean, this is interesting. This is interesting indeed. I mean, you're looking for feelings. You're looking for an Ace. The relationship's kind of old. The relationship has aged. I assume that this is somebody that we had an interaction with before, and now we don't. I mean, you do have the Ace of Wands, sort of a combination of trying to grab the D from both ends, or a double D. The Ace of Wands being revert says this is an aged opportunity. This is an opportunity that has been and has gone with that. The Emperor, there's not really much you can do at this point to sort of get this back into motion. Six of Wands says we've had our issues, we've had our troubles, definitely, but it feels like that a lot of the enthusiasm from this has been drained out of the situation. Overall, it just looks stagnant. Like that's what you see across the board here. It's just stagnation. It looks like it's not fresh. It's not vibrant. It is just sort of stagnant. And, you know, there's multiple people trying to grab, but I mean, I'm just saying it looks stagnant. It doesn't look like something fresh, a good opportunity, or it just doesn't look like something. It doesn't look like something that you're going to be involved with. Anyway, I just don't see it being good for anybody at this point. All reversed. Indeed. How did humans come to Earth? Well, let's find out from KD. We can use the Cosmo Beings. We can use the Cosmo Beings tonight. We might as well. How did humans get here? What is the grand theory of life? All right. Is there going to be some religious connotations here? Maybe. This is not the deck I would use. I'd use a religious deck, quite frankly. Kind of see that. Anyway, all right. The cards are feeding the D. You know, Christina told me I say too many D jokes and I should stop. And I'm trying to make her happy because she's on the road right now, so she's probably listening, and I don't want to piss her off. You know, I want to have a good night. I don't want to piss her off. You know, I've learned. You gotta throttle yourself. No pun intended. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, I end up in the same place. Jared's Tarot, welcome. How you doing? Okay, let's find out. How did humans end up here? Were they forced? I think they were created. The Hierophant. The religious aspect of this, I never go there. But look where I am. Look where I am now. I am the Hierophant into the religious piece that I didn't really want to be in. But here we are. So it looks like there was a religious thing that occurred here to make this happen. And it looked like some sacrifices were made. To make it all happen. The Death card. In order to get life, apparently there needs to be death. And the King of Swords, it did say that initial sword came into action, and you just had to sort of work it in order to make it happen. That's how things came about. And voila. Humans are here, and they are not going anywhere. You know, they are not going. We are a science experience. Maybe we're a science experiment. Maybe we're all in test tubes or something. Maybe somebody came here and dumped us off. They were like, you know, they've caused so many problems on my world. I'm dumping these people off over here. I mean, have you ever thought about that? Did I just blow your mind? Maybe. We were somewhere else, and we caused so much crap that they wanted just to get rid of us. So they flew us over here and dropped us off. I mean, have you thought about that? You know what I mean? From the wars and the politics and all the negativity and all the wild things that we do on a day-to-day basis. They're like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all y'all. We need to get y'all out of here. I'm done with y'all. We need to get you out of here. There's a planet over there. It's blue. It's got a lot of oceans. I'm going to dump them off here. I mean, because I'm done. Right? Anyway, it sounds legit, like England did with Australia. I don't think it was a prison colony. I just think they were tired of our stuff. It's like when you have like 3 kids and they're all like 2 years old and they're all like crying and tantruming and stuff, and you leave them at the babysitter, and you close that door at the babysitter, and you're like, ooh, wow, it's time for us to go enjoy our evening. And meanwhile, the poor babysitter's like, oh man, why me? I'm not answering their call next time. Anyway, off to the Amy Dex we go. Let's find out what's coming to me next in love. Or what question is this? This is, what comes from me next in love? The Fool. You are on a big love adventure. You are ready. For the big love adventure at this point. And I think you got somebody following you. You got supporters on the big love adventure. High Priestess into the moon. Or number one, you got all majors, which is nice, which is very nice. You're looking at major love. You're looking at some good lovins. You're looking at some McLovins. Even you may be looking at some McLovins at this point. High Priestess into the moon. You have two out on a limb, 2 adventure cards waiting. Opportunities there. Opportunities arise for you. and to get something out there, to get something exciting with that. Basically, what's coming in? A brand new adventure, something big. All majors doesn't play around. Something large, something big, something that ain't playing at this point. But I'm just saying, you have a brand new thing happening with that. Now, what I think... Oh man, I'm really looking at a long distance. Why do we have like this long distance hills over here? We have long distance mountains over here. We have this long distance land on the back of the water slide over there. I think it's a long distance kind of thing. Just meeting somebody long distance. I'm going out on a limb here, but I mean, I got to question things like that. Anyway, Myra also wants to know, what does a Scorpio man think I feel towards us? Ooh, let's find out. Check his ID. Scorpio men, you want to check their ID? Maybe 3 major cards indeed. I mean, this is rocking it tonight. The tarot's not playing around anymore. The tarot's like, all right, I mean, I'm done with this. We're not playing around anymore. Speaking of not playing, okay, we are looking. Scorpio man, what do they think I feel? Man, they kind of gave up on it, didn't they? I mean, a 10 of swords. What's the creepy 10 of swords? Why is that warming up these beautiful cards over here? It's like this creepy 10 of swords into this brand new adventure. This creepy 10 of swords. They think that you're going to end it. I'll be honest with you. They think that you're going to end it. They like the relationship. They like how things are going, but they're seeing some warning signs coming from you about ending it, about pushing back, about sort of, I guess moving on to the next object. It feels like that they have a negative outlook for the relationship and how you are going to treat it. The world into the Empress. They think the world of you and they love how things are going. They love how kind of the potential that we have here. But overall, I think they have a little bit of a negative attitude coming towards in here. Could it be that they're just a glass half empty kind of guy? Maybe. I mean, maybe. But this is somebody that is very wears their emotions on their sleeve, right? Where they wear their emotions on their sleeve. So if you put their emotions out there and if they put it out there and you step on it or something like that, it's like, well, not so much. The woman looks bored. Well, I mean, it is the world. You got command over everything. What are you going to do? That's weird that the sky is here, but the sky is not inside the wreath. Isn't that weird? You got a sky here, but not inside the wreath. I don't know. You should have put the sky inside the reef. I mean, maybe, red sky in the morning. You got the purple haze. The purple haze, that's what Jimi Hendrix liked. Let's see. Can we go for this deck? This deck does miracles, okay? This deck does miracles is what it does. If you were not here last night, we had somebody who was signing a lease. And this was them going into the lease office, and this was them signing the lease. This deck is nuts. This deck is nuts. If you haven't pre-ordered the Little Wizard's Tarot, what are you doing? Anyway, here we go. Sunshiny day. Here we go indeed. What's going to happen next at work? Is the job secure? Will I stay in the same section? Let's find out. Little Wizard's Tarot, man. This thing is freaking me out. It's so good. And Push Kitty asked me, dude, I sent you another deck that's brand new and you're not using it. And I'm like, Push Kitty, I'm sorry, but the decks that I'm using have some sort of a wild thing going on where they're just insanely accurate. And I'll be honest with you, I'm scared to switch. Maybe I'll be doing that with this one. Maybe I'll be using this one for the rest of my life. Maybe I shouldn't be pre-ordering one. Maybe this is the one. Maybe this is my soulmate deck because I loved it so much. Maybe I need to sleep with a new one under my pillow or something. I don't know. I feel, I want to support her. Maybe I'll just send her some money instead or something. I don't know. Anyway, 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands, and the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, a lot of Pentacles here. So this is very wordy, Sunshine. Sunshine Day, you weren't here yesterday. You weren't here yesterday. Literally, somebody asked signing their lease, and the two cards out of this deck was them walking to the lease office and then signing a lease. It was really creepy. I mean, it was really wild. Anyway, all right, we got the Jimi Hendrix quotes coming up in chat. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, let's go with that.
Hooray!
All right, a lot of Pentacles, sunshiny day. Here we go indeed. 10 of Pentacles. So is it secure? 10 of Pentacles being your first card is really kind of saying, yes, this is something that's solid, it's secure. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. The 10 of Pentacles. The fact that it's the first card really kind of hammers it down, really kind of just makes everything else shine. It's hard to just sort of counteract this. It's hard to eliminate this as a first card out of the box. Okay. The 6 of Swords. You got Hagrid. Is it a Hagrid or Hagrid? You got Hagrid guiding us through the water. So, what's going to happen next at work? I think either you're going to be mentored or you're going to have to mentor somebody. The 3 of Wands. Somebody's leaving. Somebody is leaving. I'm going to change my thing. I think that you have to replace this person. I think you're going to have to replace somebody that's leaving. You're guided, you're mentoring somebody, you're being guided, you're guiding. And who are you guiding? The 3 of Wands, somebody that's out the door, somebody that's leaving, somebody that's exiting, somebody that ain't hanging around. So I think somebody's leaving and you're going to have to replace them basically. You may have to add that to whatever you're currently doing. Or if they're in a different section, you may be looking at indeed a different section. 4 of Pentacles says basically keep everything close to you. Don't overshare. Because I do think that you're in for some new experiences, some new people, some new interactions. And if you overshare, something bad is going to come out of that. So keep it straight with work, keep it straight up, and be careful about what you communicate with people, what you share with people with this. So basically, are you going to be dragged into another section? Maybe. Depends on who's leaving. Overall, your job is rock solid, secure. I wouldn't worry about that. 10 of Pentacles is not a subtle card. Like if I say, is my job secure? And I pull one card and it's a 10 of Pentacles. I mean, you can't really get a better thing than that. So they are praising this individual and they are paying this individual what they need. It's interesting that there's nobody in the picture frame. It's like this job does have a high turnover rate. Nobody is in the picture frame. There's no memory of anybody from yesterday, from last week to last month. It feels like there's a high turnover rate here. It also feels like you have a little bit of a miserly payment system that is there. In other words, it's kind of difficult to get some of the money that you need and things like that. So asking for a raise, maybe, laughed at sometimes. I did ask for a raise at my job once and they started laughing. So I don't know. They started laughing. It's probably not the best. By the way, I didn't get the raise. I did not get that raise. Anyway, we are ending soon, by the way. YouTube user got in with the last reading. Thank you, YouTube user. I greatly appreciate you. NC. How does the Scorpio feel about me? I don't know what's going on with Scorpios, but they seem to be getting all the action. The Scorpios seem to be getting all of the action. The Scorpio seems to be getting all of the action. All right, let's go with this and see how the Scorpio feels about me. Oh, man. Can we use this one? I like this one. KD, could this be the new Scorpio deck? What do you think? I mean, the Poe? KD, what deck as a Scorpio? What deck do you think would represent the Scorpio? Would just represent the Scorpio? We need to know this. The Poe does know, but would it be this one? If I had to choose one for Scorpio, I would lean this direction, I got to say. All right. Let's see. Do they feel about me? Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, Six of Wands. It's pretty clear that they really enjoy being around you. They really enjoy the interaction. It's more of an emotional connection than anything else. You can see this emotion's pretty solid here, this Queen of Cups. This is so interesting that she's out there by herself, almost like the King of Cups. It's like they stole the thunder from the King of Cups and put it into this box, or put it into that. Now, they have some secrets. They have some emotions that are hidden away. They have some emotions that are hidden away. And I think that's the important part here. That is the important thing here. So, right? That's kind of where it's at. What are they hiding? It's what I want to know. NC, what are they hiding from you emotionally? And I think you feel this too. Something tells me you're very cognizant of that. Knight of Swords does say you may have to dig some of this up. That is interesting that there's a shovel, but a hidden piece over here. You may end up having to dig some of this up, finding out what's happening, understanding where they're going or what they're doing with this. You may have to sort of research or prod into that to get a better stability with this Scorpio. Overall, they like you. Six of Wands, the emotions with the Queen, the Water of Water, the Lord of Victory. Overall, they have good feelings about you, but the need to dig up some things that are being left unsaid in order for this to work, in order for this to function. Otherwise, it does feel like it is kind of a waste of time at this point, right? A little bit of a waste. Anyway, YouTube user being the last thing there, being the last thing going on. Mystical T. Did you donate Mystical T? Because I do not see a donation from you. I do not see a donation. Maybe I missed it. Let me look. Let me look on PayPal. Maybe you donate on PayPal? I don't know. Are you Lisa? Mystical T, are you Lisa? Let me know. Are you Lisa? Anyway, YouTube user has a question. All right, YouTube user wants to know. Go to watch Batman with me. It's a 3-hour movie. That's a lot of making out time. First week of April. No response yet. Will we end up going to see the 3-hour movie of Batman? How is he feeling? Can we sit in the back row and make out? Let's find out what's going on. We need to understand where this is going, because I mean, a 3-hour movie, you can do a lot of stuff in a 3-hour movie. I've not seen it yet. I do want to see it. I'm a big Batman fan. I got comic books to prove it. Okay, let's see. The Lovers. Okay, sure. We can go see Batman together. Look, there's Batman right there. Batman's flying in. Batman is flying in right there. Look at that. Batman's coming straight in. It is there, right? Look, see, there comes Batman. And there are the lovers. There are the lovers. I do think that you can go and see Batman together. That is going to be quite possible indeed. Now, let's see what else other information we got going on. We got the Three of Wands and a Two of Swords. They're going to try to cancel, but then they're going to feel guilty and go ahead. You know, they're going to be like, okay, I can go, I guess. I can go. I say they're going to try to cancel. In other words, I think they're going to try and reschedule. So maybe a cancellation that they're trying, but it just feels like they're going to try to reschedule or something like that. But overall, you do go see it. I see Batman flying in here. The Lover says we're going to go see it. I mean, we're going to be here, and Batman's going to be over here doing the Batman things. And by the way, I have a Batman graphic novel coming tomorrow. No, I have 4 Batman graphic novels. So, okay. So turns out that the Batman graphic novels, the old ones, you can get 600-page graphic novel for $17 on Amazon. And before all the prices go up on this crap, I picked up 4 of them, okay? So I picked up 4 of them. That's like 2,500 pages and all of this other stuff. Melissa B. from PayPal. Let me go to PayPal and take a look. Melissa B from PayPal. Let's see. Melissa B. Melissa B, I got that. Melissa B. Did you donate last week? Melissa B. Oh, I got you. I did your reading a long time ago. Melissa B, I did your reading over an hour ago. Anyway, yeah, it was over an hour ago. Anyway, if you can reverse time and go back, you will see your reading on there. In fact, I'll get you a timestamp. Let me go ahead and rewind my own thing. Melissa B. Okay, that was yesterday. Can I rewind the one from today? Can I rewind? Let me refresh it and let me rewind. Let's see. Melissa B. I got Patricia. That was mid. I got Tiara. So when I first started, I did Tiara and I did MB. So rewind back to 1 minute and 10 seconds. And then, or 1 minute and 10 seconds and hit play. Your MB career. So that was a long time ago. Anyway, thank you for your donation, by the way. I greatly appreciate that. You're going to have to rewind quite a bit and you will see your reading. Thank you again. Anyway, so YouTube user, yes, you will be able to do that. They will try to reschedule, maybe even try to cancel. But overall, I think that you will be able to go and see the Batman with Nelson. And that is it for me. I am going to go take a shower and eat a banana or something like that. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow.